Let's get you breaking updates now coming in of high drama in Bengaluru with the BJP MP Tejaswi Surya taken into preventive custody. The MP has been stopped from protesting. This is what he has gone on to say. Remember, Tejaswi Surya had spoken about the hold on the fare hike. A protest had also been planned, and the Bengaluru police had also given a notice to him saying that the protest cannot take place, and now he has been taken into preventive custody. These are the visuals that you're seeing on the screens. We'll also try to listen into what the BJP MP is saying. He had called for a protest, after which the Bengaluru police has now taken him into preventive custody.
Well, even as it's respite now for citizens of Namma Metro in Bengaluru, joining us right now is the BJP MP Tejaswi Surya. So I want to start by asking you, we saw an ugly war of words break out between the state and the centre over this, but at the end of the day, of course, it seems like efforts have been jointly put in to roll back the price hike.
How do you mean jointly? On what basis are you saying this? No, I'm asking you, you made a statement that efforts have been jointly made to ensure the rollback. I want to know, how are you, on what basis are you saying it was made jointly? What did the state government
the state government on its part claims that, they in fact did approach the centre, that this was never suggested by them to begin with. So I want to ask you, of course, you've actively been championing this cause.
How did the Fare Fixation Committee get constituted? It got constituted because the state government not once but almost 4 times requested for a Fare Fixation Committee to revise the fare upwards. Why did they do it? Like they have admitted before the Fare Fixation Committee, they did it because they are unable to continue providing the budgetary assistance, the shadow cash support that earlier governments were giving to Metro. Why do they say they cannot? Because of the weak financial position of the state. This is the state's argument. So the state asked for constitution of a Fare Fixation Committee. The state government asked for upward fare revision. The state government said that they cannot continue providing budgetary support like earlier governments. The state government has asked for an annual automatic fare revision. All of this is on the behest and the doing of the state government. The union government, however, this time understood that the state is on a spree to fleece people and has intervened and put a hold to the unreasonable, unjust fare hike that has started at the behest of the state. So the assertion that the state and the centre have jointly, because of some efforts of the state government, this temporary relief has come, is factually incorrect, which is why I want to put the record straight.
I want to ask you, a notice was also issued to you, unfortunate as it is, the matter is being politicized at the end of the day. Is that how you see this?
Our fight is for affordable public transport. In a city like Bangalore, where congestion is the most difficult issue, public transport, efficient mass rapid rail transport like metro is the only solution. Governments must make it accessible and affordable. Our fight is to ensure that even the common metro commuter has affordability when it comes to using of metro. In a city like Bangalore, metro and public transport must be a fundamental right. This is our demand. But the state government does not want us to explain to people the truth behind why the metro fares are increasing only in Bangalore. Why Bangalore metro is costliest in India compared to other metros. They want to blame this on the centre. They want to blame Narendra Modi for this. Whereas the reason for this repeated increase is the state. And to prevent me from explaining the truth to people, they have resorted to this arrest today, which is extremely undemocratic, unfortunate. But this arrest is not going to deter us from doing our duty. We will even more loudly speak out the truth to power, and we will ensure that public transport in Bangalore will be an affordable right for public.
My last question to you, of course, this is one such people-centric issue that, you've taken up, that we've seen the state and centre sparring over. Now that you've sought a revision or, formation of a new fare fixation committee, are you hopeful that you'd receive the centre of the state now, the support of the state now?
We hope so. But which is why today I had brought a empty trunk. Because the reason why the fare is increasing repeatedly and the state has insisted on an annual automatic fare revision is because they have admitted that the state's finances are weak. That is the core position. Which is why we are demanding that the state government, the chief minister, must issue a white paper during the budget session, the forthcoming budget session next week, on the state of the cities and the country, the state's finances. It is very worrying that the state government makes a submission before the fare fixation committee that we are in a very difficult financial position. We deserve to know what is the financial position. Are they khali trunk like they are claiming to be? As citizens, we deserve to know. And the only way I see a permanent solution to a reasonable fare for Bangalore Metro is for the state to restore the budgetary support to Metro, the shadow cash support to Metro, like all earlier governments in Karnataka have done until this government changed. Two, the state must demand a new fare fixation committee because the fare fixation committee is constituted only at the behest of the state's request.
Right.
I hope they do it. The fight is for that. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Well, of course, even as it's a big respite here for citizens of Bengaluru, particularly travellers of the Nammo Metro, as the government has now decided to hold back on the revision on, of course, what the Fare Fixation Committee had recommended. We'll really have to wait and see, of course, what the state government and Chief Minister Siddaramaiah decide in their budget and whether this is going to be a more permanent solution now for commuters or not.
So Bengaluru Metro is now the costliest metro system in the country. There was a 5% fare hike that was recommended and it was to come into effect from today. It has been halted for now, and the BJP MP Tejaswi Surya claimed that it was after his intervention, after he had written to the Union Minister Manohar Lal Khattar. So he said that the state government is to blame for the fare hike. Amid that, there is a lot of politics playing out, with the state government also alleging that it is the centre, the union government, that is to blame for the steep fare hike. Remember, this comes after an already steep hike that the Bengaluru Metro has already seen over the last 1 year. My colleague Neha Hebale, who spoke to Tejaswi Surya, joins us on the broadcast. And Neha, Tejaswi Surya now being taken into preventive custody. This was after he had taken to social media as well, calling for a protest. What are the details?
Well, Pratibha, that's right. In fact, it's a massive political showdown here in the state of Karnataka as far as the metro fare hikes are concerned. What we initially saw, in fact, turning out to be a pinch to commuters, while the Fare Fixation Committee there had, in fact, recommended a 5% hike that was to get into effect from today. We saw an ugly war of words between the state and the centre here, while, of course, Tejaswi Surya there, having championed this cause now for quite some time.
All right, Neha, my apologies for interrupting you